Being young with the pressures of going back to school, peer pressures, and social media influence can be pretty tough. Mental health becomes a concern for parents. News 11's Jacqueline Aguilar spoke with a local student about how she feels returning to the classroom.
The findings show some young students do need mental health services, but there are obstacles that can make help hard to come by. A survey by Telocity shows 1 in 2 students feel stressed over going back to school in person. 54% of Arizona students say school shootings are at the forefront of their concerns. And while school counselors are available, low staff means less one-on-one time with students. A local high schooler says the thought of an active shooter on campus is frightening, but is confident in the campus's safety protocols.
It's definitely a thought when you see scary things in the news, but I guess having trust in my school and my community is definitely something that's made me feel a little better about it.
The survey also shows over 60% of these students prefer 24/7 telehealth appointments compared to seeing a therapist in person.
A lot of people my age, they can't exactly drive and go to a therapist. And so being able to access things through your phone, which people have with them almost at all times, it's such an easy way to get help.
Telocity's survey findings show that school as an entity causes stress and anxiety among students.
Young people in general identify school as a cause of mental health struggles. So that can be triggered back to school, finals, just all the dynamics that young people are dealing with.
Because of the youth mental health crisis, the Biden administration recently secured close to $300 million to strengthen mental health services in schools. Reporting in studio, Jacqueline Aguilar, News 11.